Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button for me. Make sure you leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, be sure to sub to our channel. We are back for war number 6, and today I was assigned Onslaught, Yelena, and I only have 2 fights, I believe. 2 or 3 of them, something like that. But I also going to bring in White Magneto for a little bit of extra attack kick this war. So that's going to be my team going in to this war. And so our first fight is going to be a Yelena versus Onslaught. And let me just make a disclaimer for you. There is a skill issue here where I am not very good with Onslaught versus Yelena. I don't know what it is about this fight, but sometimes I do it well and sometimes I do it bad. And this is one of those times where I do it bad. Okay, so we're going to throw an SB1. I don't even know how we ended up throwing an SB1 and getting it blocked, but we backed away just so that we don't get caught in this every 12 seconds. And what do? We get hit immediately. So we're going to hit her with a heavy. Let's try and bait out an SB1 here. She does have some neurals on her that we're trying to keep up there. So currently we have them paused. We're going to bait out another SB1, and you're going to see a point in this fight where I just lose control of it altogether. So even though we don't die, we don't do well either. So we do get off an SB2 there, but we're not able to keep the degens paused. And we hit her with a relic for some odd reason, and then we hit her with an SB2 for some odd reason. Now she's at her SB2, which I'm not very good at baiting out, so I don't know. This fight's out of control. As you can see, I get hit by an SB2. We're already at 67 hits. Now she's up to 118 hits, and she's about to go into elimination mode here any second. And I absolutely get caught up in that trap on this node here. Every 12 seconds, you will get trapped. And now she's in elimination mode, and she won't do anything. So I get hit. I try to heavy again. I get hit again while she's in elimination mode. I'm doing the heavies because it's the lesser amount of the damage. So she hits me again with an SB1 at the end. She's hitting into my block. I'm all the way down to 30%. I'm panicking. I'm trying to hit into her block. I don't right here. So I'm trying to knock them hits off as soon as I can. I hit her with an SB1 because I am in a complete panic. I think this fight is out of control at this point. So we're going to try to get her to back up, and we're trying to take those hits down to 2 so we can do a little bit of damage. Nope, we get hit by the elimination mode again. She won't stop heavy in. The AI is not cooperating. I get hit again. Finally, she's down to 3 hits, and finally we can breathe for 2 seconds. And so she's down to like 30-40% health. We're going to hit her with an SB1. We're just going to try and neuroshock her to death at this point, because we're just trying to get out of here without a death. That's it. We just want to get out of here without a death at this point. So we're going to hit her with another SB1 here in a second. We're just going to bait out her SB1. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this time. I'm not pushing her to an SB2, because if I do, I'm going to die. So we bait out another SB1 of hers. Now we're going to push her to another SB1. We're going to throw ours. She's in crush. And this fight is pretty much over. I'm finally just breathing again, because Lord knows this fight was out of control. Let me just tell y'all that. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew I was getting ready to die. So we end up sneaking out of that war without a death. So that was really good. We're moving on to the next fight, where Onslaught is going to take on Maestro on the Incinerate Shock node on the mini boss island, the Hazard Shift island. Right, so goal here is throw some neurals into him. We're not really gaining any power or anything like that, but we're going to get a good dex in. That's the best dex in that I do of Maestro is with Onslaught. So even though I'm not very good at the fight with Yelena, I am very good at the fight versus Maestro with Onslaught on this node. So Shock and Incinerates. Onslaught has 150% resistance, so it's good. You can see my Dexin is clean as I don't know what, right? So super proud of that Dexin. It's just clean right there, right? He's gonna throw it again. I'm in the trap. It don't matter. I'm Dexin. It's clean. We're gonna throw. No, we're not gonna throw an SB1. We're gonna heavy pause. All right, we're in another SB1. I'm clean with the Dexing, y'all. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. We hit him with an SB2. We're at 20 degens. We're looking good. All right, He's gonna we're gonna try and push him to an SB2, but first we're gonna throw a heavy. He throws an SB1. I'm dexing, and finally I get hit. So I was clean, but then I finally get hit by one. All good here. Not worried about that. We're in full control over this fight, and this fight is just about over. We throw a heavy into the SB1. We put some more neural shocks on him, and finally he's just melting. We're gonna dex his SB2 if he doesn't die first. Let's back up, and then we're gonna wait. We're gonna go back in with a nice little combo here, and then we're gonna throw our SB1, and this fight is pretty much over. All right, now, so we have a boss fight on boss 50 with Yelena versus High Evolutionary. So goal here is do a light intercept at the start, get those things off of him so we can start hitting him. All right, so we're going to let him throw it into our block because we really want to parry him and get off that heavy. That's what we were looking for right there. Get some bleed vulnerabilities going. I want at least one or two. We're going to let him throw his SB1. He does. We're going to parry him again. Let's get some more bleed vulnerabilities in there. We're going to bait him into one more SB1, and then we're going to throw our SB2 here in a second. So we just want to wait. Heavy into the SB2. We're looking good, and we got off all of those things off of us immediately. He throws another SB1, and we're in full control over this fight. We get another parry in. We got 3 bleed vulnerabilities. Make that we refresh them. All right, and it looks like we're going to take maybe a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. We're in full control over the fight. So once those things fall off of me, I am going to take some damage, but it won't be much damage because we got him down all the way to 2. So hopefully it's not terrible, and it wasn't. It just took us down to like 83%. But again, we're in elimination mode, so this fight is pretty much cooked. It's pretty much done. So once we get this last shield down, we can hit him with an SB1, and we can kind of end this fight here. All right, and that's it, guys. So I appreciate you coming. Make sure you smash that like button again, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.